Welcome back, PES fans, to match day 2 of the alternative 2022 FIFA World Cup. Spurs clubmates Kane and Son share hat-trick credentials with Enner Valencia after match day 1. We ride on in Al Rayyan. The World Cup resumes, match day 2. Netherlands take on Ecuador in the Khalifa International Stadium. Nothing lost from match day 1 for either side other than a couple of points. Unlike the real tournament, Ecuador put on a thriller against Qatar. The Netherlands' stalemate with Senegal was a lot more closer to reality, except this one remained a draw. A lot to play for on match day 2. Frankie de Jong has set cut -3. And the orange has stung. The Ecuadorians with a touch of citrus on their wounds. It's a much more premium start for the Netherlands than what they encountered in their first game. They began with real purpose here. Kurt Miners, the goal scorer. To Luke de Jong, who yields before he shoots. And there's a little bit of a calamity here in the penalty area. A total mix-up between defender and keeper. Enner Valencia converts his free kick very smoothly. Goal number 4 for the Ecuadorian legend, Enner Valencia. On top of the hat-trick scored against Qatar, it's a stunning strike from the set piece to equalise against the Netherlands. The Dutch begin the second half in the same position as they ended the game against Senegal, 1 goal apiece due to dropping a lead, and de Jong almost put them back in with a stunning volley. The pie, it's off the crossbar. Much more energy from the orange. This is what we like. This is the Netherlands we hope to see return to the World Cup. Long to Valencia. Only going to be one outcome against Van Dijk in the sky as the Netherlands push forward. De Jong releases Depay, who leaps over the fallen defender and selflessly squares it to Davy Klaassen to put the Netherlands back in the lead. Thanks to the Ajax orchestrator, but this was a slick attack from the Dutch. The defender is a second too early in his brave attempt to intercept. Lashia. He's bursting forward with a confidence of his own. And there's a collision between Davy Klaassen and Piero Hincapié. Memphis Depay from the same position as Enner Valencia earlier in the game. Couldn't do it quite as well as he did though. Caicedo. Martinez turns looking up, searching for blue shirts. Caicedo from range. He travelled with the physics of the moon. Depay has his back to those Navy players. He's gone down again. Second attempt from the same spot. Goal number 3. Memphis Depay has just tossed it in. And the young lion gets his first World Cup goal in some style. The Netherlands are really settling in now. That's been whipped in with some pace. Ecuadorian corner. Flung away. Malacia brings it down to safety to Depay as he sprints forward. The Ecuadorians desperately chasing back, trying to keep up. Kurt Miners to the right. Marlin, shot blocked. Kurt Miners, he gets a brace. It's going to be a romp in Khalifa. They have been unapologetic, shamelessly slick, hungry for more. They've destroyed Ecuador, but nothing's stopping them from investing in their goal difference. Dumfries. Here's the young Xavi Simons. And the Simons, and what a World Cup moment that could have been for the impressionable youngster. The Netherlands score 4 past Ecuador. Your World Cup hosts, Qatar, have a lifeline against Senegal in this tournament. As of recording, they are on the brink of a humiliating exit. But they impressed against the Ecuadorians, demonstrated they can score goals, but Senegal is a notoriously strong force. First corner of the game, Drissé-Gay. Sending a delivery, it's cleared off of the goal line. What an opening chance. It's stamped away. Gay gets a little bit of luck as the pass deflects and the move keeps on going. It's Dia on the turn. A promising start for the Lions of Teranga. Boulaye Dia of Salernitana continues Africa's good run of form in this tournament so far. Gay returns it to Sarr, and Dia is on his own in the box. Mane brings it back under control. He's hit the post, and Qatari group and clear. Sadio Mane bursting down the centre, and now Qatar have finally flipped the attack on his head, and it's their best chance of the game so far, coming towards the end of the half. Shot blocked by Mondi, and thankfully for him his defender was there to cover his back. Nice pass to Aladdin from Hatem. Couldn't make it worthwhile. Okay, that's pinned down the line to Sarr, cuts inside. Oh, he's launched it. He's strapped a rocket to that ball, and he's bumped it into the top corner. What a finish from Watford's Ismaila Sarr. The initial pass is great, into an ocean of space. He sets himself up however he pleases. Boudieff. Now here's Al-Haidos, and he's gone down. It's a penalty for Qatar, and it's going to be an opportunity to reinvigorate this game with some competition. Al-Haidos has earned the penalty. He'll do the honours and take it. 2-1, game on. Hassan Al-Haidos can add that to his Qatari CV of scoring at the World Cup, even if it is from 12 yards. Qatari corner, and Ali Aladdin has basically sprung it off the top of his curly head. Diatta is through here and is parried away by Al-Sheeb. Hisham turns desperately, needs to get into crossing space. Ali Aladdin to Afif. There's a collision there. Looks like someone almost lost a limb. Ali Aladdin! Oh! Did superbly to carve out the space. And it's just an agonising miss. It wanted so much more. First defeat for the hosts, and Senegal share the top spot with the Netherlands, and they'll take it down to the wire. The two best in Group B, England, USA, 3 points apiece. Winner qualifies for the knockout stages with a game to spare. The English may ridicule American soccer, but England have never beaten the United States at the World Cup. Straight down the centre to Weah from Tyler Adams. Robinson on the left, And the far from smooth cross has snuck in and nearly landed an early lead for Weah and the USA. Kane is a touch that's too heavy. They did catch Zimmerman out, just couldn't catch the target. 3 glorious goals against the United States enemies, Iran, in the first game for Harry Kane. Weah has another attempt on Pickford. Oh, he's going to really bother him tonight. Pulisic cuts inside short. USA are really going for it here. England barely able to escape their half. Now Willie McKennie. Valiant block with a chest from John Stones. Sterling. And England find a breather up front. Xhaka calls upon Kyle Walker. It's in for Kane. And it's a direct hit on Stefan. You'd bet your mortgage on Harry Kane converting this. First corner, the second half. Trainers delivery, and it's nearly the first goal of the game. Oh, Mason Mount teasing us with a very seductive free kick. It's just not coming down fast enough. That's down from Marks to Pulisic. And McKennie forcing an acrobatic save from Pickford once again. It's another advance from the United States, and it's Christian Pulisic, the captain, the Chelsea winger, rolled into Weah, who loops it over. The pause of Pickford. USA take a historic lead over England in the FIFA World Cup, just as they did in 1950. The prodigal son of the president of Liberia, George Weah. England have 5 minutes to stall the USA's qualification, and just a strip of white metal was between England and the point. Maguire, Mount, only tried to squeeze it beyond Stefan. What a save! Shot along the surface from close range. Trent Alexander-Arnold's corner. Meets Kane, and it's into the lap of the keeper. They cannot beat him. The bragging rights stay stateside. It's England 0, USA 1. Wales' sentimental return to the World Cup could be over before it even begins if the Persians of Iran have their way. In the Ahmed bin Ali Stadium, it's another World Cup battle of survival. Whomever loses today will be the first team eliminated from the 2022 World Cup. Goalies are there. Immediately seeking out Azmoun. Oh, it's just a gift. Sardar Azmoun with a rapid fire goal against Wales. 3 minutes on the clock, the first attempt of the game from either side. What a strike from the second most expensive Iranian player of all time, Leverkusen's Sardar Azmoun. Joe Allen splays a pass to Bale, and he screwed the finish up. Kiefer Moore. And a clearance, maybe a humiliating assist, but he's spared by an embarrassing miss from Gareth Bale. Azmoun immediately pushing it forward to Golazadeh, and it floats a few inches wide. Bale, Aaron Ramsey, wastes no time getting the cross into Kiefer Moore, and the game is back on. Wales survive for now. They've got the idea right. Just get it in the sky and aim for Mr. Moore. Just needs the slightest of touches to guide it past Berenband. And Davis to Daniel James up the line, and Daniel James, one of the fastest players on the pitch, sees Gareth Bale in the middle, and it's directly between the legs of Berenband, but he shuts them in time to keep them out, and Iran can counter. Golazadeh releases Azmoun, and the Welsh are trying to get back and recover, and Taremi has absolutely thumped it past the goalkeeper. Iran have turned it around just when really they should be conceding and setting off in the centre circle by now. Very fitting given the regime back home, but that was a counter of death. And Ramsey just waiting for the right run, and Bale may offer it. And yes, he's placed it past Van. Gareth Bale gets his first ever World Cup goal. Another equaliser for Wales against Iran today. They've come to play, and Gareth Bale breathes a sigh of relief. His shooting feet aren't entirely broken. Van didn't fancy catching it, lacked the confidence, and Kiefer Moore tries to spin it back in towards him, and that was an excellent save on the goal line in dramatic fashion. Let's move to Taremi. It's parried away, corner kick to Iran. Golazadeh, Al-Shalfi, back to Golazadeh, and Taremi has a bit of space for a goal, and with 11 minutes left, the curtains may be closing on the theatre of Welsh World Cup football. Marek Taremi, a dragon of Porto, has spat fire all over the tails of the Welsh Dragons. Taken into touch from Harry Wilson, gets a nice dangerous ball into Roberts, who just couldn't divert it on target. Davies down the line to Daniel James. It's a low cross in, and Kiefer Moore at the near post hits the post. James follows through to Ramsey. It's across the face of goal. Oh, Kiefer Moore, he missed times. The tap in horribly, which means Wales are the first team out of the World Cup. Argentina failed to find a win in the real World Cup. Well, they're in good stead here in the virtual one. They just need a victory over Mexico, and now they can prepare for the last 16. Imagine the confidence a victory over Argentina would do for the Aztecs. Mexico, one of the most football-mad countries on the planet, yet to add any real influence on the world stage. They pull to Messi, who slips because he preemptively takes it too early. Comfortable save for Ochoa. Messi slamming on the brakes. He tries to dip one into Ochoa that basically catches him off guard. Rodriguez, Jimenez, Herrera, one-on-one! And he rolls it wide. But why? How? Messi over the free kick. Doesn't go for goal. It's a tactical approach to this, because Gonzalez picks up the scraps and he's thumped it past Ochoa, and Argentina lead by 1 goal. 10 minutes left of a pretty subdued first half, and that should spark things up a little bit. Sanchez, cross in, and it's off the crossbar. It's the second attempt on goal for Mexico, but they're much closer than Herrera's horrible miss. Lionel Messi. Rodrigo de Paul. Oh, not a bad hit at all. Messi's going for it, but he hits the wall. Montiel to keep the pressure alive. Messi slams it at Ochoa. Still no second goal for the legend. Laura Martinez will happily take the scraps. First goal of the World Cup for the Inter-Eliminator. Messi plays his shot to Paredes. An instant 1-2. Montiel. Into Dybala. He's beaten Ochoa, and it's got to be over now for Mexico. No way back from a 3-0 gap. Paulo Dybala pretty much books Mexico's ticket time and Argentina's accommodation into the knockout stages. It's Argentina 3, Mexico 0. Second team eliminated from the World Cup of 2022. Group C pretty much completed by Argentina. Can Poland join them in the second round at the expense of Saudi Arabia? The first meeting between these two sides in their histories, and it takes place in the Green Falcons' home continent. Al-Maguari, he's carved out some space for himself, but he's hit the backside. The Polish defender, it's all safe and all clear for the Reds so far. Al-Hamadan gets a vital touch on it, but squanders it. Drilled along to Al-Mawalid, and look at this. He has a massive head start, and he's thrown it away in the face of Szczesny. I shall hear it. Al-Hamadan. Oh! They were tough against the Argentinian Saudi Arabia, and Poland are finding out exactly what the Saudis are about. Lewandowski with the subtle shimmy gets his first World Cup goal in his glittering career. One of the greatest strikers of all time finally has his World Cup accolade. The Saudis join Wales and Mexico on their World Cup exodus, but Poland join Argentina in the second round. Just a matter of figuring out the order of qualification. World champions France more than turned on the style against Australia on match day 1. Most of the 2022 World Cup group will be a déjà vu of 2018. This time, Denmark, the semi-finalists of Euro 2020, will collide with the world champions. Yet again, winner takes it all, heading through to the last 16. Skov, now Damsgaard. Oh, and he forces Lloris to fly. He spreads his wings with a great save. Bits of erratic defending from the French. Christian Eriksen thumbs it wide past his former Tottenham teammate, Hugo Lloris. Damsgaard to Dolberg. Buys his time, finds Skov, and it dips into the palms of Lloris. Oh, Christensen fails on this interception. And it's Rabiot who knocks it down towards the ground. It nearly bobbles past Schmeichel, but it's a great near post save from the Great Dane. Dembele pings it in to Mbappe, gets something on it, and it's tipped on its way over. I think it went out of play. Yes, it did. Mbappe dinks it into Rabiot across the face of goal, and that's cut out before Benzema can even get a lick of the giant gobstopper. Damsgaard couldn't pass up the chance. He got so excited he took it too early. Eriksen. Scott. Larson. Larson! What a save from Lloris! He was practically beaten. It's going to fall to Giroud. Is there time for last minute takings? And the winnings remain in the vault. It's 0-0 between France and Denmark. Africa versus Oceania in the Al Janoub Stadium. Tunisia were outdone by 2 world-class goals from Denmark on match day 1. And Australia will tell you a couple of things about world-class when they came up against the current champions France. It's another loser leaves town match on match day 2. Edgebury comes out unscathed. Great save by Ryan. Moody. That's just tipped out by a stunning stop by Mustafa. The agility of this, look at this great, graceful save, stopping it from nestling in the eye of a needle. Aksani. Oh, a slick ball over the top to pick up Cowie. And Tunisia grab their first goal of the tournament. They take the lead over Australia 4 minutes into the second half. Here we go. What a ball. Saif Eddin Kawi, almost reminiscent of Messi's in the last World Cup. Bajic, it's not a first time cross, he stalls. Finally, the delivery comes into Rogic. The Socceroos come through. 1 goal each between the Africans and the Oceanians. Can you see? Just about reaches Maksani. And that was the one that could have stolen the game from under the Australians' feet. Well, Tunisia and Australia survive until the final game. It's time in our bias for the first major marquee fixture of the 2022 World Cup. Back-to-back world champions Spain and Germany. The class of 2010, the Mannschaft of 2014, a team that has been in 2 World Cup finals in the same century. The last time they faced each other was in the semi-finals of Spain's triumphant World Cup 2010 campaign. This time, Germany have the edge. If Spain lose, they are out. Havertz spots something from Gnabry, and there's your first attempt on goal from either side in this monstrous matchup in the World Cup. Gnabry onto Havertz, and there is Thomas Müller in the centre, just trying to get his feet to remain on the ground. It's being kicked off of the turf by the Spaniards, and they've had enough. It's a penalty. The referee has seen all he needs to see today. And Spain's descent into World Cup exit may begin. The rammed out Thomas Müller runs up and he slots it as casually past Simon as possible. It's raining black and white hail on the Spaniards right now. Far from the start they wanted. It's Busquets. Gavi. It's a genius pass. He springs a surprise and Gosens. Ferran Torres wins a corner. Corner comes in. Now Carvajal is beaten in the sky by Mats Hummels. Gavi has flicked it down. Oh my God! All the patience in the World Cup used up in one turn by Ansu Fati. A delightful equaliser. The boys from Barcelona combine in flamboyant fashion. It's a touch and a tap that will make Dennis Bergkamp blush. That might be one of the most elegant finishes you will see in this World Cup. Kimmich turns, he looks up. And Gnabry is launching a leapfrog on Gaia. Snatched away, surely, by the fingertips of Simon. Beaten in the sky by Azpilicueta. Havertz, oh, and that is the magical touch. It nearly goes beyond Simon. What a recovery. Free kick to Spain. Torres gets there first. It's capitalized on by Neuer. Torres, Gavi, Koke, faces the goal and it's just not powerful enough to even worry Manuel Neuer. Gnabry from range! A stunning stretch from Simon. Not much time left now. Spain need to create magic. And almost from Olmo. That was your patented World Cup winning chance from Dani Olmo. What a second half resurgence from Spain, and they may win it. But Neuer is too tall in that goal. It's Spain 1, Germany 1. La Roja live for a little longer. The group of death marches on with a resurrection in the form of Japan, who came back from the dead against Germany to seal a point, or Costa Rica are the team that are the talk of Group E. A historic upset over the favourite Spain. Here comes Junior Ito. It was the best chance for Japan so far. Calvo trying to keep close control of Ito, who he allows to get the cross in, punched away by the veteran Keylor Navas. Kamada. Let's find Nakajima. And it's a deflection that slowly teased something special. Nakajima sticking his head on the line, quite literally. Kamada, Minamino goes wide to Kubo. He's trying to buy Japan some time. It's Kamada. He's back to the centre to Minamino. Here's Nakajima. And he's splattered against the net. 1-0 to Japan. They take the lead for the first time in this tournament. The Costa Ricans, they look like a far cry from the side that upset Spain on match day 1. Barely able to escape their half. It's been nonchalant pressure from the Samurai. Nakajima never stopped running, never failed to penetrate the Costa Ricans. And in fact, Japan officially got top of the table of the group of death. Doha is drenched in deep red as Belgium take on Morocco, the two group leaders. The Red Devils ruled Canada in the opener, but Morocco celebrated a fiery solitude against the runners-up at the last World Cup, Croatia. Something has to give in Doha between these two passionate nations of football. Yet from a spot kick, gets it over the wall but doesn't travel far enough to bother Courtois. De Bruyne, with a rising cross, it falls to Lukaku. He couldn't wrap enough of his boot around the ball. Maybe it's simply caught him by surprise, an erratic miss maybe even. Hazard into the face of goal, and Lukaku somehow surpasses the missile even the game with something unacceptable. There's El-Naziri, Morocco's man of the hour. He was the one who penetrated the Croatian goal. Bats go straight to El-Naziri. And about Diek. One time to Naziri, and there it is. Belgium are shocked on the hour mark. El-Naziri of Seville has a second goal in a row. Textbook triangular passing from the Moroccans. El-Naziri knocks it forward and Harit can just simply run onto it. But he shared it with El-Naziri for the brace, and surely Belgium have no way back now. They've been unrecognisable in this game, succumbed to their own portion of the pitch, deprived of any of their star-studded fluidity and attraction in this game. They have been controlled thoroughly by Morocco. To Belgium. Now Hazard takes it on the chest. It's gone through two defenders and it's bobbled along the goal line as if it was taunting the player. Bono almost squandered the save of a lifetime. Trossard turns away from Taarabt. And Hazard, a tricky header, figured out a riddle of an attempt on goal solved by Bono. Telemans out wide to Meunier is the last chance for Belgium now, and they're safe. Incredibly, Morocco are the first team through, ahead of Belgium, ahead of Croatia. Canada's World Cup rendezvous for the first time since 1986 may result in early termination if Croatia can gather their bearings. The runners-up of 2018 was sent a stark warning by Morocco. What have they learned from their opener? Easter Kiao with the first set piece of the game for Canada. It's into the box towards Larin. Wotherspoon gets lucky there with the control, but it's David! 1-0 to Canada! Their first World Cup goal came under unsavoury circumstances against Belgium, but here they had their moment, their first World Cup lead in their history. Orisic, a cyclone of a pass. Brozovic out to Kovacic. Vlasic, and he's put it on the plate with a posh red napkin for Kramaric. 1-1, we have an early equaliser. This game could be interesting. While the Canadians were trudging slowly along to the Croatian beat. The long ball cut out by Qatar. Now here's Orisic. Luka Modric, the captain. Nicely does it to Vlasic. Here's Kramaric with a second. Belts it past the keeper. That's an unstoppable strike. Kramaric has his World Cup brace. Well worked, a worthy deserved goal. It's patient from the Croatians. It's Alphonso Davies. And the free kick rattles the crossbar. The white beam buzzes. Modric. Vlasic succeeds in the air that time. It's knocked down. And they'll take the rewards of the damage as a penalty is theirs. It's Kramaric who goes down. He'll be alright though by the looks of things, but Luka Modric steps up to make it 3 goals to 1. It's a wayward miss. Wow. Last roll of the World Cup ties for Canada. Well, nothing will count beyond this. Cavallini just couldn't hit the target, and that was it. That was their chance. It's over as quickly as it began for the Maple Leafs, who blow away in the wind under the gust of the Croatians. It's the second World Cup 2018 rematch of Matchday 2. As the Danes frustrated the French, the Swiss will hope to annoy the piss out of the Brazilians like they did 4 years ago in Rostov-on-Don. Probably a lot less chance of that happening this year given Switzerland's underwhelming start against Cameroon. Gabriel Jesus. Brazil have a campaign of trying to score goals of the tournament in almost every attempt on goal. Mahrez doesn't catch all of that from the corner. Well, Vinicius. We saw a dipping strike that opened Brazil's World Cup account on matchday 1, and that was close to a replication. Anthony. Vinicius slots the ball through. The tiniest gap in the Swiss defence. Not exactly a Red Sea, more like a crimson pond that parted for Anthony to make his first World Cup deposit. Switzerland are sinking in the Indian Ocean. Anthony plays it direct to Neymar, and the first touch leads him to the promised land of the last 16. Brazil surely have this game under their blue and yellow belts before half-time. Shaka to Mbabu. There's only 2 options. The Swiss box for them, and Mbolo lays it off to Freuler. Can you ask for a better reply? A better start to the second half than that? Seemed to make too much sense that Mbolo pulled the trigger. Didn't fancy it on the left. Left it to Freuler to carry the burden. The crossbar meets Neymar. The steal steals his opportunity for a third World Cup goal. Zaferovic. Oh, forces the stretch from Alisson. Switzerland are coming. They've got to keep their World Cup alive. Rafinha. Still Rafinha. Spared by the block. And Richarlison's excitement is cancelled out by the offside flag. They're dropping like flies in this World Cup. Switzerland, the next team to be eliminated. Could it be a carnival climax on matchday 3 if Cameroon beats Serbia? It's just a question of who is going to march to the samba beat between Brazil and the Lions as we head into the knockout stages. Lajic, Mladenovic, Lazovic, crossing opportunity now. Milinkovic-Savic rises 7 feet in the air like a savage beast to give Serbia their first World Cup lead of 2022. It's as if the turf was a trampoline. Opportunity for Teko Ekambi, too heavy of a touch. No, not quite. It's a troublesome trouble of saves. Short to the captain, Dusan Tadic. Goes down, Milinkovic-Savic has to yield because we're stopping for a penalty kick. Lalic to do the honours. It's saved! Na, says Onana. Milinkovic to Milinkovic-Savic. Back to the former, and it's saved off Vlahovic. And the operandus of Juventus gets his second World Cup goal to rotate Serbia's World Cup fortune by 180 degrees in the desert heat of the same measurement. Dusan Vlahovic pulling them out, and he finds Dusan Tadic. It's free, and Serbia are free of the fear of elimination against the Lions. What a thumping strike from Tadic. Choupo-Moting slams on the brakes, trying to pick out Abu Bakar. Now here's Onana to Teko Ekambi, who turns and tucks away a consolation. Goal difference means everything in the group stages, every little help as Cameroon line up for the heavy favourites of Brazil. It's raining goals as we approach the raging climax of Group G. Serbia balance out the group with Cameroon, as Cameroon 1, Serbia 3. The final group of Matchday 2 takes place in the venue of the final. Last chance for the living legend Cristiano Ronaldo to win a World Cup. Maybe he could learn a thing or two from Uruguay, and they have won 2 of them in their history. The new look Portugal side spearheaded by the old book of knowledge in CR7. Ronaldo trying to reminisce about Sochi in 2018 against Spain. Valverde, and Darwin Núñez, looped like the rainbow that terrifies the Qataris. Every touch from Valverde. Well, Pelestri will try and pick up the pace. It is Valverde. Time stands still. We're pulling it back for a free kick. Yellow card to Ruben Diaz for his enthusiasm. Federico Valverde has made it through. Uruguay stun Portugal, one of the World Cup favourites. Something doesn't go quite right for the keeper. Maybe he sees this late, maybe a subtle deflection deceived him entirely. Michelo. Now Bruno Fernandes is on his own, and he's just inconvenienced at the last second. Araceta, now Cáceres into the centre to Araceta. A bulging net and an aroused crowd for a few seconds. Pelestri taken out again in similar fashion to how he was earlier in the game. But it's not Diaz this time. Valverde, no way, surely, but he's done it. That is a rabbit out of the hat. A duplicate conversion of the free kick from the same position. Leao has to change directions. Guerrero wastes no time getting the ball in, and it's a stunning goal from Bruno Fernandes. Athletic, emphatic, an apparent call to action from the Portuguese vice-captain, Bruno Fernandes. Neves spreads the play to Cancelo, first time in, and his first time hit by Bernardo Silva. Portugal are catching up. It could be a second half of 2 halves. Núñez has support from Bentancur on the right. Suarez keeps up in the middle. Uruguay's living legend. His World Cup swan song. The influential legacy he leaves behind on the game isn't coming to an end just yet. He may have left a mark on Portugal they will never forget. Guerrero Been busy down that left side. Time is wearing thin on Portugal, on the verge of their first World Cup defeat. Leao on the turn. Oh. Seem to roll in slow motion. Uruguay bring Group H to life. It's Portugal 2, Uruguay 3. This time, 20 years ago, South Korea had to wait until the final game of their group to make history and qualify for the second round. 12 years ago, Ghana began their odyssey into the uncharted territories of the World Cup quarter-finals. Winner goes through, loser goes home. Nagi Williams drops it down to Wakaso. Ayew. Williams regains control. The Bilbao striker strikes the palms of the keeper. Young to Son Heung-min. Wang Hee-chan releases Son. He gets around Amati with the slightest of touches. Only the keeper to beat. It's a typically powerful charge from the Spurs striker. The Superman of South Korea, the son of sun, shines in the Education City Stadium. It's belted forward. Williams couldn't reach, but they may have a bonus here with Ayew. It's Williams. Again, another good save from the keeper. That's 2 against nothing against the Black Star. Oh, that's a delightful ball. It's fell tempestuously into Williams' lap. Slight hiccup as he hits the post, but Ghana are level. And it comes just in time for the recess in Education City. It's an underrated first touch though. What a pro with that control. Kim Tai-han to Lee Kyang-in. Ji Seong on the box. And Wang Hee-chan emerges to reunite South Korea with the lead at the business end of Ghana's World Cup appeal. South Korea sucking the Black Stars into a black hole. Can Party gatecrash South Korea's party? No. Mensah. Ghana losing their grip. It's over. They are out of the World Cup. Who could have imagined South Korea qualifying before Portugal and Uruguay? But they have. Until the final game, it's all to play for in Group A. USA are above enemies Iran and friends England. Messi and Lewandowski comfortably through. World champions France experience a Danish delay. Spain are given a lifeline in the group of death. Morocco wasn't the red team anyone expected to top Group F. Will Serbia or Cameroon follow Brazil out of the group? And blackouts for the Black Stars, Ghana out of the World Cup. The needle in the top goal scorer charts hasn't moved much. Just one extra goal for Enner Valencia and Son. Youssef En-Nesyri catches up to Harry Kane as Morocco have taken their World Cup group by storm. And of course, Cristiano Ronaldo, the only man to score in 5 World Cups. So, some teams have gone home already. By the time you watch this episode, we may also see some of our first World Cup departures. While we wait for episode 3, feel free to check out some of our other retro World Cups above.